keep my repertoire. I ain't scared of y'all. You can barely brawl in the daddy's arms. You know I'm gonna shine, I'm a shooting star. I survive these battles, call controlling my album. You know I set the bar. Check my catalog. Keep my repertoire. I ain't scared of y'all. You can barely brawl. And I bear these arms. You know I'm gonna shine. I'm a shooting star. I survive these battle scars, controlling my avatar. Next trick, I'ma keep stacking these bars like Tetris. I'm restless, already looking to make my exit. If you had to build it from scratch, sometimes they don't respect it. But the moment you start selling, they start acting overselling. Know they jealous, basement in the cellars. We came from the bottom.
Freak shit.
You know I spot them. No respect from no connected. Popping like hot tamales. And I probably need an oil change, cause I done put in the mileage. City wide screen sirens. We can see the violence. We move in silence. We think easy, be breezy, keep it quiet. If you hear them speaking geeky, I hope you are not surrounded. Coming from the deep south. Every day's a different challenge. Keep it balanced. Watch for malice. Don't let anyone intervene. Come with gleam, all these schemes just to knock you off your beam. Keep it sticking magazines, cause you won't always have a scene. But I battle these demons to be the best they ever seen. You know I set the bar. Check my catalog. Pick my repertoire. I ain't scared of y'all. You can barely brawl. And I bear these arms. You know I'm gonna shine. I'm a shooting star. I survive these battle scars, controlling my avatar. You know I set the bar. Check my catalog. Pick my repertoire. I ain't scared of y'all. You can barely brawl. And I bear these arms. You know I'm gonna shine. I'm a shooting star. I survive these battle scars, controlling my avatar. People keep screaming your name, correcting mistakes that you made. Also, it's pumping in your veins. What does it take to be great? People keep screaming your name, correcting mistakes that you made. Hustle is pumping in your veins. Trap house, trap house, trap house. That trap house entertainment. If you think long, then you think wrong. Had a brain fart and a brain fog, but I stay up and I stay hard. I'm loud and sharp like a chainsaw. And I study all of the case logs. So if they die, then it's they fault. If you want to smoke, don't scream assault, because I can smoke all day long. Keep your shit like Phaelon. I'm a street fighter. I keep fire like a deep fryer.
What up, yo? How's it going? About to get started. Pin here in a second.
And rewire. Using AI, now I brainstorm. Dropping all these hits like a rainstorm. Cause I upgrade and I change forms. I want everything that I came for. Don't get lost in the dark. Don't get caught in the dark. Don't keep passing it off. Don't keep passing it off. Don't get trapped in the fog. Don't get trapped in the fog. If you got this far, then you better walk your walk. Then you better walk your walk. Never step aside. Continue to talk your talk. Continue to talk your talk. Don't get lost in the dark. Don't get lost in the dark. Don't get caught in your thoughts. Don't get caught in your thoughts. Don't keep passing it off. Don't keep passing it off. Don't get trapped in the fog. Don't get trapped in the fog. If you got this far, then you better walk your walk. Then you better walk your walk. Never.
You know what? I forgot I need to make a phone call. I'll be right back. All right, well, them motherfuckers in there. Yo, Wendy, what's good? Learning to drive.
Step aside, continue to talk your talk. Yeah, that brain fogger had your vision dizzy. You a lame dog, I heard you go to glizzy. Like State Farm, I'm forever busy. Better stay calm and don't get pissy. Like Miss Piggy, nigga, you's a puppet. You so sus, need a new discussion. Using tools in public is a losing subject. My goons bring heat like a moving oven. So who you bluffing like we don't know? Cause it's hard to see when them clouds low. So I stay high like an alto in an alcove. My dog's eating like Alpo till we out cold. Keep your mouth closed. Who you spoken to? I'm still toast. You an open shoe and not smoky crew. With hella fume like a backwood. That's broken. Don't get lost in the dark. Don't get lost in the dark. Don't get caught in your thoughts. Don't get caught in your thoughts. Don't keep passing it off. Don't keep passing it off. Don't get trapped in the fall. Don't get trapped in the fall. If you got this far, then you better walk your walk. You better walk your walk. Never step aside. Continue to talk your talk. Don't get lost in the dark. Don't get lost in the dark. Don't get caught in your thoughts. Don't get caught in your thoughts. Don't keep passing it off. Don't keep passing it off. Don't get trapped in the fall. Don't get trapped in the fall. If you got this far, then you better walk your walk. Then you better walk your walk. Never step aside. Continue to talk your talk. Trap House Entertainment.
Trap House Entertainment.
Yeah. While you and your host left, I practice my ghost step. No wreck, you get hung up like a coat check. No sweat, y'all little niggas ain't no threat. Protest and get stretched out like a Bowflex. King like Hotep, no prep. Stay ready, bench press, no stress. Cause the crown real heavy, gotta hold it steady. Being a monarch is deadly, one wrong move and they coming for your headpiece. The greatest of all time, the game is all mine. You walk in a thin line, I think with a small mind. I design every vermin, I'm still in my prime. Out the mud I had to climb, now you can't stop my shine. The greatest of all time, the game is all mine. You walk in a thin line, I think with a small mind. I design every vermin, I'm still in my prime. Out the mud I had to climb, now you can't stop my shine. GOATTRAP, House Entertainment, ENT, B-Roll, daily on easy streets, you gon' pay me. Or kiss these feet and be in disbelief when you be missing teeth. I win so much, y'all missing sleep. I spin donuts, never miss a beat. Start making you niggas call me Mr. T. Greatest of all time, the game is all mine. You walk in a thin line, a thing with a small mind. I design every rhyme and I'm still in my prime. Out the mud I had to climb, now you can't stop my shine. The greatest of all time, the game is all mine. You walk in a thin line, a thing with a small mind. I design every rhyme and I'm still in my prime. Out the mud I had to climb, now you can't stop shine. I'm the goat like Cassius Clay, faster than a pin on a hand grenade. On a boat in Mandalay with Hennessy and Alizé. That's on me, they strip a name. Red bottom, blue checks, who you gonna screw next? I made one right, so you know I had a few left. When it hits your chest, gonna make you lose a few breaths. GOAT, watch me do it too. Scatters of all time, the game is all mine. You walk in a thin line and think with a small mind. I design every rhyme and I'm still in my prime. Out the mud I had to climb, now you can't stop my shine. The greatest of all time, the game is all mine. You walk in a thin line and think with a small mind. I design every rhyme and I'm still in my prime. Out the mud I had to climb, now you can't stop my shine. Trap House Entertainment. Trap House Entertainment. Trap House Entertainment.
Get out my head, get out my head, get out my head. Milkshake. This is a song about a legend. She's a quiet kind of legend.
I think the Iranians can outlast us. And no U.S. Navy warfighting vessel wants to be in the Persian Gulf, shallow water.
Trump posted this today. Says the United States of America is in serious discussions with a new and more reasonable regime to end our military operations in Iran. making that up. And he's saying that stuff because he wants to move the markets, stock market, the oil market. And I don't think it's working that well anymore. It worked at first. So he goes on and says, great progress has been made, but any reason a deal is not shortly reached, which it probably will be, the Hormuz Strait is not immediately open for business, we will conclude our lovely stay in Iran by blowing up and completely obliterating all of their electric generating plants, oil wells, and Karg Island, and possibly all desalination plants, which we have purposely not yet touched. They haven't purposely touched them yet. Well, actually, Israel did. They already blew up at one desalination plant. But it's because they know Iran has the power to do the exact thing that he just said they're going to do to Iran, that Iran has the power to do that to every Gulf country, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait, on all of them. The ability to do what he just said they're going to do, they can, and when Iran does that, they blow up their desalination plants and their oil power generating. Then guess what? It's a desert. Those people don't have water and they don't have power. It's a humanitarian crisis immediately, and they have to leave. That's why they haven't done that yet. And if they do that, the Arab Gulf states are over. This will be in retribution for our many soldiers and others that Iran has butchered and killed over the old regime's 47-year reign of terror. Thank you for so. This is the fourth time he's made this threat. Made this threat before. You remember when he made this threat before? And then he took it back. The initial issuance around March 22nd, Trump gave Iran 48 hours to reopen the Strait of Hormuz without any threat. Failure would result in the U.S. striking and obliterating Iranian power plants, starting with the biggest ones first. So he said that
point about all of the global impact that this crisis has
what up,
already
guys?
created.
How's it going
Let's
this
go ahead
afternoon?
and start. We've collated.
All right, we're gonna get started painting now. Well, let me get my other iPad set up. I got the one iPad set up here with the photo reference. There's a lady up there. Hello up there. Let's swing this around. Should it go this way? Oh no. Grab this one. No, it won't pop in from my. Come on. There we go. All right, got our picture. I'm gonna start around the eyes.
A bunch of very ominous comments from heads of state, from leaders all across Europe. Here's Italy's defense minister. He says, I am forced to know things about what could happen in the coming week and the effects it will have on the economy and our daily lives that no longer allow me to sleep. You may easily pair that, let's say, with this warning that came out. D6, guys, and we can just go and put that one up here next, is almost certainly this was an illusion. The energy chief of the European Union, Dan Jorgensen, sent a letter, a confidential letter to member energy ministers, where he said national governments should consider, I love this phrasing, voluntary demand-saving measures with particular attention to the transport sector, aka travel restrictions could be coming to EU citizens very quickly. As in, no, you're not driving a car anymore. You are banned from, let's say, either train travel or who knows, right? In terms of the actual restrictions that could be put into place. Far and away, it may be a crisis for the European Union. Already, it's a crisis in terms of their natural gas prices, their overall energy consumptions. If you think I'm exaggerating, let's look at a country where this is all playing out right now. Let's put D2 up there on the screen. South Korea, their president yesterday, he said, "The world is in turmoil over the energy crisis. The situation is so serious, it has even kept me up at night. The immediate problem is grave enough, but the outlook ahead seems even more unstable. The situation is worse than expected." That came at the exact same time, D5 guys, that South Korea is now having to weigh the first driving curbs in 35 years since the Gulf War of 1991. So what they are currently floating is basically what happened here in the oil crisis in the 1970s, where depending on your license plate, you get to drive that day. Odd number day, you get to drive. Even number, you get to drive. What I was shocked by, this policy is already in place for civil servants. So every government employee in South Korea is already on a driving curb restriction. They're already voluntarily instituting all of these like energy saving policies. I told everyone yesterday, they're telling the citizens, don't shower, or take a shorter shower to save heating costs. I mean, that's a crisis. I mean, the vast majority of their oil comes from the Straits of Hormuz, their natural gas. This is a top economy in the world. Right. Samsung, car manufacturer, their stock market is they're down 20% since the start of this crisis. This is a disaster for South Korea. And then think about Italy. You think there's any mystery why the Italians were like, all right, we're done. No more flights over our airspace. This is why. I mean, we have precipitated a real crunch in these countries. And these are just two that I've listed, before I move on for something like it is really bad.
Well, and these are, wealthy countries. And
rich
they're already suffering and struggling. You can only imagine in the developing world the type of cuts and the type of pain that they are already experiencing. And I mean, that is part of what is kind of sick about this situation is, look, $4 at the pump is nothing. It's like, that's a problem. And we're going to have more problems. And there's, issues with the chips and the helium and the fertilizer. All of that is very real. We're going to be a lot, we're going to have a buffer against the worst of these impacts. So we get to go out in the world, create this total global economic catastrophe, and then we're relatively unscathed compared to the rest of the world. And again, certainly compared to the developing world, which is by and large, according to polling, adamantly opposed to this war whatsoever. So it is kind of, it is kind of sick. I mean, it's reflected in Trump with his like, oh, we don't even rely that much on this. You guys go get your oil. Like, we created this disaster, created this new reality with the Strait of Hormuz, and no problems with the Strait of Hormuz before we came in and started doing our thing. And then are like, all right, rest of the world, which is already acutely suffering, go and figure it out. Good luck.
Here, to your point, literally while you were talking, flash from the AFP. Indonesia announces fuel rationing, orders civil servants to work from home 1 day a week, price hikes due to the Middle Eastern war. Right? I mean, you got full-blown rationing now in the developed world. Let's continue on down the line. For example, let's put D4 up there on the screen. This will be no surprise, considering what Trump has been truthing about. The UK just got its last tanker of jet fuel from the Middle East this week. So now what? They are floating. This is unthinkable. They are floating, having airports just saying no fuel here. Imagine that. We're talking London Heathrow, probably one of the most busy. They'll probably be fine, but I don't know. What's a smaller airport? What's the other one? Gatwick or whatever. Like all these smaller airports throughout the UK, they're like, yeah, we don't have any jet fuel. You can't
fuel here. Yeah,
that's the end of global commerce, of global travel. If you have no jet fuel. They're saying that the European buyers will have to now seek additional jet fuel supplies from refineries in West Africa and the United States. However, they will take weeks to get there. Even in the interim, there could be a shortage. And when they arrive, there will still be a dramatic increase in the overall price. Now, connecting it to what Rory just talked about, if you take jet fuel from the United States, it's a finite relatively amount of supply. So that just means if you don't have a jet fuel shortage in the UK, you could have one in Mexico, in Guatemala, or anywhere in Latin America. So somewhere somebody's going to get shafted. Let's continue down the line, shall we?
And the era of, plane tickets and
Yeah.
jet travel being like relatively affordable for middle class people, that era is going to be at least for some time. And
Oh, I told you, yeah.
yeah, and I mean, it does just fit with this sense of, things that we sort of took for granted. Quality of life getting measurably worse and noticeably worse over the course of a lifetime. And, I think you can see that already with like how freaking expensive steak is and with no end in sight, and that's probably only going to get worse. And I think you could see the same thing with air travel, where it just becomes, this is something these can do and that's it.
Ultra luxury good. So I look, like I said, I was thinking about going to India, and so I look at the prices. The only cheap way is to go through Qatar, and you're like, it's like maybe we don't want to risk getting hit by a ballistic missile while we're in a plane. So okay, so what's it going to cost? Otherwise, literally over $2,500 for economy tickets. I mean, that's insanity. That's like in my head, it should be like $1,200.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm extremely naive, but like, I mean, $5,000 for basic economy tickets just to be able to fly to India. Ooh, speaking of India, let's put D7 up there on the screen. They're having a currency crisis. The Indian rupee plunged 10% and is now in the worst annual decline in 14 years. And let me explain something about this too, because this is a big Asian problem. So what's happening right now is that Japan yesterday had the lowest, I think, yen to USD, not all-time low, but extremely low. Also, you have the Indian rupee. What they're currently doing is to afford the high dollar price of crude oil, they are having to sell off vast amounts of its own currency. That is depreciating their own currency. So what they're having, it's actually a dual crisis. To afford very expensive oil, they're basically having to sell off their own currency, which is creating problems for import-export relative to all of these other goods that are around the world. There's some advantages to being
crazy,
devalued,
bro,
but not a ton.
I don't know. Once again, like they're trying to explain in the Western Hemisphere, the Northwest Hemisphere, where the Americas are, so North, Central, and South America, we're relatively resource rich. There's all kind of stuff here. Unlike some of the Asian islands, unlike some of the Pacific islands, unlike some of the developing African countries. Well, Africa got all the resources too, but all the European countries strip that shit away from their ass and don't let them prosper off of their own minerals and natural wealth. That's a whole different conversation. But as far as North America, yeah, we're gonna see some shit because we have a goddamn chrono capitalistic economy. But will fare a lot better than other countries who don't have some of the same readily available resources. So, but that still fucks up global trade and commerce, because when everybody's doing good, everybody does good. Especially when more third and second world nations are coming online as first world developed nations now with industry and commerce, like that's good for everybody. And then when there's a hiccup in the chain anywhere, it's going to cause kinks down the line. So will some people feel it worse than others? Absolutely. But will anybody escape unfazed from this? I don't think so. Because we have leaned so heavily towards globalization and free trade. And now, like some countries have set their economy up to a specific way. And some countries invest heavily in only certain aspects of their markets. So China has positioned itself as a producer, a production nation. America, we are a consumer nation. We consume goods from all around the world. Now, we used to be a producer, but in the last 60 years, we've switched our model to way more consumption and way less production. And countries that have pushed their models towards production is great because everybody gets cheap products, but it takes cheap energy to produce cheap products. When energy is expensive, then the products are more expensive again. So we're just, once again, setting ourselves up for failure because if everybody can't do good, then we're all going to be affected to a certain degree. And there's nowhere around this shit. I use mid-grade gas, and my gas now is above $4 where I'm at. It's $4. I think I paid $4.40 this morning. Where last week that was premium prices. And now this week premium prices are $4.80. You know, I'm looking at the prices. I'm like, it's just hard to believe that you have to charge me that much for petrol. God damn. Roll up 480. Man, my God. So it is right now, it is what it is, people. Every week I continue to buy a little stuff here and there because the prices are just going to keep going up. So get what you can weekly to stock up to kind of curve when the big crunch comes, or when it's just a week where. So I look at it like bill weeks. So there are some weeks where it's like all the bills come at once, and it's just like, God damn. But you got to be prepared for those weeks. Because some weeks you're gonna have to get a bill, man. Your whole goddamn paycheck. God damn. Motherfucker. Insurance due. Goddamn. Light bill due. The gas bill due. The mortgage due. God damn, motherfucker. Wait a minute now. And the water bill too. Oh shit. You gotta pay every goddamn bill. And I gotta go grocery shopping. Oh man, look. I'll be broke as a bitch. Yeah, I give yourself a buffer for weeks like that. I feel like we got a lot of weeks like that coming up. We got a lot of them weeks in the future. So start making a little buffer now if you ain't got one. I always keep like extra shit around, but I'm making sure now like I have extra shit. Because some people don't, I don't know. And you know, the media and everybody can like hype shit up and use a lot of inflammatory language to get people scared. But I still think a lot of people are, especially in America, like we chill so much, yo. Like we don't really be having no real bad shit happen over here. Motherfuckers crying about ICE and some dumb shit, but like, man, we don't got no active war zones in our country. And our country is the size of fucking 13, 14 other little European countries. We big as shit. And we don't got no, you know what fucking Iran and Israel war is like, yo? That's like if a motherfucker in Texas was going to war with a motherfucker in New York. That's basically the same fucking distance, bro. That's like a motherfucker in Texas shooting rockets and missiles and drones at a motherfucking New York. Bro, we don't got that shit in our country. So as bad as this shit is, and as much as we can complain about Trump and racism and everything else, at least we ain't got no active war zones. But I also too think that gives Americans a false sense of security in war times. Like, oh, nobody's going to strike us, nobody's going to attack us. Well, they might not attack us, but I think economically, this is going to be a different type of war because the smaller countries and the non-nuclear armed countries understand, as almost everybody does, that America has spent all our money on our war machine, and we have a massive war machine. And it's going to be extremely difficult to beat our war machine if you want to full out fucking fight. And so how else can you beat a bully? You chip away at them in a different way, yo. And so they're going to chip away at us economically. And that's going to have a ripple effect all the way down to the most common machine operator at a factory somewhere. You know, we're all going to feel the economic crush from this because these smaller countries don't have a different way. China has already expressed this in the past that, you know, to defeat the empire, it would have to be an economic defeat and not a defeat on the battlefield. So I really think, like, if Trump and his administration don't tighten the fuck up and come to some kind of decent enough agreement that the Iranians can feel like is just enough for them, then like, I just see like an inflation like we've never seen before. And everybody, you know, we had the Great Depression and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So people have seen it. People have seen shit before. You know, people have seen when it has gotten real bad. You know, once again, not invading troops on our land and tanks and soldiers roaming our neighborhoods, but it's been bad before. And the people living today don't remember those times personally. But I think we are going to enter an era that will be marked in the history books, kind of like the Great Depression, where, yo, shit was really fucked up for a couple of years, where they had to restructure the economy. And I think the next restructuring, and this may be something purposeful or something that they don't mind because it still can push towards their agenda of a central bank digital currency. Because the more fucked up our currency get and currency start depreciating, especially if we lose the petrodollar, they are going to want to pivot immediately to something else that they can have total control over. And so they've been pushing the cashless society for the last 20 years. Everybody has bank cards and debit cards and pay apps where we don't actually use physical money anymore. And that just gives the people who make the money more control over us. So either way, this agenda is what they want. It doesn't matter who would have been in office. If the Democrats and Kamala would have been in office, this thing would have still taken place. If not this year, maybe next year or the year after. But this is definitely a part of the grand agenda, is to try to subdue the Middle East, secure more access to cheap oil, and change the regime so that Israel can push in and claim a little bit more territory for itself. They already annexed another little the south strip of fucking Lebanon. saying they about to destroy every building and home and village and city and town in the whole area. And they gonna occupy that shit until they feel comfortable enough to let people come back. How can people come back if you already stating that you're gonna fucking destroy everything? What the fuck they gonna come back to? Puff. Not 3. Damn, nigga. See, hold up. I'm coming, bro. I'm coming. I thought you said I'm hopping here with a free loadout to go check out what that shit called? The laser, the what? What, the new flying shit? Yeah, I seen. So I was playing yesterday or the day before with some randoms, and I seen the Firefly. Finally, so in one of those the Raiders quest, you got to have a Firefly. No, you had to have a comet burner and whatever part from the Firefly. So I did those 2. But like as far as like quest from the people right there, I forgot what they call them motherfuckers. But like Shawnee and all the motherfuckers. But I did all the quests. Like I have no more active quests, no more missions to do, other than those Raider quest thingies. I'm like, damn, I beat the game? That's crazy. Thought this game supposed to be endless. Nigga. I didn't beat the game. Now they just want you to save up $5,000 and give all your supplies to do the expedition. I don't think I'm doing that shit, bro. So now when I go in there, people are like, what mission you want? I'm like, man, I'm just here to help out, bro. I don't have nothing to do. I don't even be looking to collect shit. If I come across something I need, great. If not, I just like being in that little world. I tell you, I'm just here to help y'all. What quest you want? I done did all the quests, so I can help you complete whatever quest. Still hoping to find some blueprints. That's another one of my main things. Is just like hoping to just randomly find a Bobcat blueprint or a Hullcracker blueprint or some shit. I want that goddamn that Wolfpack. But I still ain't never seen a Wolfpack blueprint yet. Oh. The shredders are in buildings and other maps now. One's caught me up. Very City. Yeah, I seen it. It said hold on, let me read that shit again. Yeah, shredders on every map now. I was like, oh fuck, bro. That's crazy. Shredders on every map? Nigga.
Same time, these foreign exchange traders and others are like, going after the Indian rupee or going after the Japanese yen. This also has major impact for U.S. treasuries, for gold as well, for other people having to sell off in those to be able to buy dollars. So all of Asia, from South Korea, Japan, now the Indian rupee, all of their currencies are getting hammered. And I think the point of this whole thing, let's put D8 up there as well, just to underscore what you said. Africa is already in a full-blown energy crisis. They're rationing. They're having to just straight up cut from various different sectors or telling others that they won't be able to fulfill orders. They're just not going to have gas at the pump if this continues now for some time, especially some of the poorer nations. You will see full-blown, like, zero supply in Africa. Asia, the rich countries like South Korea, Japan, and others, they have strategic reserves. They're very rich. They'll be able to go out and buy, but it'll be crippling. India is right on the fence. They've got enough money, but they're really going to have to struggle. Bangladesh, they're dead. Like, Pakistan, I'm thinking about some of the, Indonesia, we talked about, like they're right in the middle area where they have some money, but not a ton of money. They still have some poverty. They're really going to struggle. Sri Lanka already having, shortages, and then outright poor countries are it's decimation.
Yeah.
Right. And then here in the West, we have, a literal, probably the most inflationary environment since the 1970s, or
Yeah.
at the very least with 2022, especially because we already have the existing inflation baked in
Yeah.
from 2022. It's a nightmare.
Kiss your rate cuts
Yeah.
goodbye.
That's what I'm saying. At least since the 70s, we're gonna see like inflation like we haven't seen before in our lifetime. Because I wasn't born in the 70s. I was born right at the top of the 80s, 1981. And so I don't think since 81 we've had like any major economic crisis. The banking bailout of 08, I think, honestly, I can't think of anything before 08 that I remember was like scary for the economy. Well, the bubble, the housing market crashed of 08 is what it's called. Like people were losing their homes, they couldn't pay mortgages and shit. I lost my job in 08 due to the market downturn. I was like, God damn, what the fuck going on, nigga? I was unemployed for almost a damn year. So that's the first time like a ripple in the market fucked me up like directly. And that was pretty bad. Yeah, but what's another incident since 75? Since 1975, have we had any other major like economic crisis that scared not just investors and corporations, but like the average person, where people are like, "Oh shit, bro." Yeah, y'all motherfuckers thought the goddamn the COVID slow up with some shit. Like you say, we still trying to get back right from that shit. I can feel that shit in my art sales, yo. I haven't sold in like 1 year. I haven't sold nearly as much art as I was selling in previous years. Like I had a good stretch for 5-6 years. I'm selling prints. I'm selling goddamn custom originals, original art. It's goddamn. I be doing good. When last time you heard me say I got a commission, yo? And it's not that people don't want art. It's that motherfuckers can't afford art. And I've been at this pace for years now. It's like, God damn. Let's go back before 2019, man. God damn, bro. Motherfucker act like I can't sell a piece of art to save my life. Once again, I understand too. It's just like that's the market. The average person is kind of like not able to have as much expendable income. Like nowadays, all of our income is allocated towards priorities. Everybody got no funny money, nigga. And then art is that one luxury item that kind of like is a niche thing. You just hang that shit on your wall and look at it. And you don't stand there and look at it all day. You just like whenever you pass by it, you'll notice it. It's there. When people come over, you can talk about it. But art, that shit don't, you know, it can do a lot for you, but not really. But not really. It can be calming and joyful, and it can be nostalgic and warming and calming, but that shit ain't gonna pay your bills for you. And that shit ain't gonna put no more gas in your car. So you can buy this painting, or you can buy some groceries. And then I think for the last longest, a lot of us have been in that situation. You know what I'm saying? And then when motherfuckers do buy luxury shit, they want to buy something they can use, not something they can just look at. Motherfuckers want to buy a motorcycle or a quad, a gun, a new drone with a 4K camera. Motherfuckers buy luxury items, they want to be able to use that shit. Spend a lot of money on something for what? To hang that shit on my wall and walk by that shit like twice a day. Nah, motherfuckers ain't got money for that. Yeah, I got $1,200 that I can spend. I'm about to buy me a new motherfucking laptop with that bitch. I'm about to buy me some smart glasses or something I can use. I ain't about to give you $1,200 for a piece of art. You know how I know? Because I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do that shit myself. You want $1,200 for what, nigga? No, I'm good, bro. That's out of my price range. I just paid my internet bill. I ain't want to do that. That shit only $100-something. I ain't even want to do that. They made me. They sent me an email. Hey, Mr. Prince. Next time you check your account, just know we took that little payment out of there. So don't be looking for that part. Just give you a heads up. We got our money. And that's why I put that shit on auto draft. Why y'all even telling? Don't even send me no email, man. I don't even want to know that shit, bro. We took a little something out your bank account just now, homie. Just give you a little heads up. You're a little bit broker right now than you was about 35 minutes ago. So call the pizza place, call the pizza man back. Go ahead and tell him to cancel that order. You're gonna have to eat some ramen noodles tonight, my guy. Go ahead and get that water boiling. Ain't no pizza for you. I'm saying I got people feeling like a broke ass bitch. I don't like it. I don't like feeling like a broke ass bitch. I don't like feeling like a broke ass bitch. Ba, 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 ba. I don't like feeling like a broke ass bitch. La da 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 da. But my bank account told me something that didn't want to show me. A whole bunch of zeros with nothing in the front. Said I'm over my limit. I got some overdraft fees. They say I'm over my limit. I can't buy that cheese. They say I'm over my limit. I got some overdraft fees. They say I'm over my limit. I can't buy that cheese. Oh. What we got going on today, folks? What we got going on? Shit, I'm in here doing painting ears, bro. You ain't paint no ears recently? Man, you gotta get you some of these. Huh? Gotta get you some of these ears, boy. That's how we hurt. You know what I'm saying? You can't hurt without no ears. Gotta have ears to hurt. Cereal, no murk. I said cereal, not Siri. That bitch talking about, ready to fucking hop in somebody's conversation. God damn. Then when I do call for the little bit, I gotta call it twice. Yeah, like now you don't hear me, huh? Now you don't hear me. Motherfucker. Mind your business, bitch. Mind the business that pay you. God damn. Y'all ain't paint no ears recently? Man, been painting this ear for the last 10 minutes, man. I feel like an ear professional now. Out here ear hustling. You know what I'm saying? You ever catch somebody ear hustling? As soon as you catch them and they don't know that they caught yet, you gotta specifically say something real bad about their ass. And that motherfucking Jimmy, I hate that little bitch. What you talking about? You, nigga. What you listening so hard for? That's what you get, nigga. Trying to ear hustle all the goddamn time. Somebody goddamn business. I'm gonna make it about you now. Now, the whole conversation about you and how bitchy you is. Oh. That might be too dark. That might be too dark. Uh-oh. Man. Yeah, buddy. do something like that to start with. Then we're gonna hit them with the bang, 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 with the ping pong. Let me do it like this. Maybe I better wet my brush a little bit. Can't get my tip wet, you know. And do a little dab, a little teeny dab on the tip. Get the tip wet. Nigga don't need much. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this art, man. This art. I don't need a lot. Just a little. Give me a little something. Give me a little bit. There you go. All I need was a little on the tip. Just enough. Don't let it drip. All I need is a little on the tip. Just enough. Don't let it drip. Yeah. I don't know what that was, but my whole house powered off just now. That's crazy. Yeah, the whole house shut off. I gotta go reset all the clocks and all that shit now. You think that was a missile strike somewhere? No, it probably wasn't. Probably nothing to worry about. A little glitch in the grid somewhere. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Another little glitch in the grid. That shit happened a couple days ago. Well, probably a couple weeks ago now, because I came home from work and the clocks were all flashing. And oh, well, the power must have went out throughout the day while I was at work. You turn the PlayStation on, it's like you have to reboot and reload. Like, yeah, all the power went out. It's all good though, no biggie. Damn, we just hit an hour. Feel like I ain't got nowhere yet. Ain't that a bitch? I ain't even do nothing yet, man. Slow down. Time, god damn. Time waits for no man. Man, time better wait for this art, nigga. Give me a minute. Ain't God told you can't rush perfection? Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. We just at 4:30. You might get us squeeze another little 30 minutes in here real quick. Make it feel like I accomplished some shit today. You know what I'm saying? I'm just cosplaying as a painter. Y'all see, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just slapping this shit on here any old kind of way. Is this motherfucker really painting? Oh yeah. Slapping that shit on there any old kind of way. All All right, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. What can I get done in 30 minutes? What can we do in 30 minutes? Ooh, right there. I'm gonna do like, ooh, like that, maybe a little bit. And then a little bit like that. But then I'm gonna add this to it, make it a little dark. Right there. Big brush strokes, boy. Man, I be happy when I can use a normal size paintbrush, not them teeny ones. You know, only way you can get in the game though, you gotta prove to us you can actually use a teeny brush, bro. Let me see your detail. You don't got no tiny brushes? Nah, you can't, you know, I don't really fuck with you like that, damn, bro. You only got big brushes, like real big brushes? Nah, you good. I like your shit, but you know, this is a very specific club we got going on here. Very specific club, man. TPG. It ain't the size of the brush, it's the motion in your strokes. Always remember that. It's the motion in your strokes. It ain't gotta be straight. Just gotta look straight. Ain't gotta be straight, bro. Just gotta look straight. Almost got it. Almost. Damn it. I didn't get it right there. Hold on now. So from here, I'm gonna take this part, put that down and around. Oh, not dark enough. Not dark enough right there in that spot. Add a little bit more orange to the cheekbones. You know, they strong. The cheekbones, put some orange. Right about there. Need some more. What I need right there, I really need some raw sienna. And I don't got no raw sienna on my palette right now, and we not about to put no raw sienna on the palette. So I'm gonna do is mix a little bit of yellow umber with some of this alizarin crimson. Something like that. That yellow and red make orange, but it ain't like orange, but it's kind of like a brownish rusty one. That's what I need. Actually might need to add a little bit of this brown, a little bit of Van Dyke. Ooh, a little bit right in there, like that kind of. And then for this spot and that spot, I'm gonna add more of that yellow ochre here. Add some more yellow ochre and orange ochre. Add that here, right? Like that. This nigga ballin'. Check him out. For the back of the neck, bottom of the ear, add a little bit of Van Dyke brown. Add some more to that ochre and deepen that just a little bit. Bam. I lost that shadow. That's almost the same color. We'll come back and get that. Okay. All right. I almost feel comfortable with that. Really, I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's starting to shape up. Or this shit gonna get shipped out. Gonna do it like that, right? Cause this curve, this may come up a little more. Like, that don't look, it ain't perfect, but it ain't off by too much either. You know, it ain't off by too much. Just pull it up a little bit. Like that, right? Yep, I just did that. Oh, good thing it fell. Paint side up. God damn. Still got trash on it. What happened? I dropped my goddamn palette. I'm gonna tell you right now, dropping your palette is a bad sign. It's a bad omen. Boy. Oh yeah, these some handsome young men right here. They think they the shit. I be trying to break it to them, you know what I'm saying? Hey, fellas. Nigga, you ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? Calm your little ass down. We got going on here. Shit. Am I fucking it up? I might be. Hold up now. Focus, nigga. Concentrate, boy. Don't fuck this shit up. Got people watching you, nigga. Oh, shucky ducky. Hold up now, hold up. Hey, I ain't no magician. That shit just look magic. That shit just look magic, man. That shit just look like I ain't even be, I swear to God, when I do this, I feel like I ain't really doing nothing. I'm just waving the brush around. Somehow that shit be turning into beautiful skin. And I know I've said this 1,000 times over, but I always can hear my mentor's voice when he see me doing like this, putting a bunch of paint on it and then blending it on the canvas. He's like, why do you blend on the canvas? Oh, it's still so funny. Bro, I'm not gonna stop doing this. I like it. I like how it looks like this. Like you blending out all your brush strokes. I know. I know. Fuck you mean? It looked like spray paint or something. Okay. But you telling me you don't like that? I don't think you did like that shit for a long time. That's all I get though. He don't mind my style no more though. He like my style. I think he cool with it. All before that motherfucker. You brushing out all your brush strokes. Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. That's what my intentions are. That's my whole intentions. Make this shit nice and buttery. Everything real smooth. All them choppy ass brushstrokes out of there. You don't need that. I watched this movie last night starring Denzel Washington's son called The Creator. I watched it all the way through because like some of the special effects were pretty good. That was a dumbass fucking movie though. I swear to God, at the end I was like, who the fuck wrote this shit? And why you even decided to act? Who cast you for this shit, man? Who your manager, man? Who put you in this shit? You Denzel Washington, son. And you played this role, man. The preview of the movie and that shit looks so good, bro. Like I said, the special effects are badass. You know, this is a sci-fi thing, so of course I love any kind of sci-fi shit. But that shit was fucking whack as shit. Bro. Like halfway through the movie, I'm like, shit, turn this bitch off. Just find something else to watch. That's one of them films I wouldn't even suggest anybody to watch that shit. You gonna waste your time. Mercy? Yeah, I'm not a big movie person anymore. I don't know. I used to love movies, but I think I've seen so many movies now that, like, after a while, it's like, oh, yeah, this is just like that other movie. Oh, this is just like the other movie. And like, films are so predictable. And I don't know. That's why Ryan Coogler got praised for actually making a new world, a new universe with the Sinners thing. But somebody said, oh, well, if you break down Sinners and you break down From Dusk Till Dawn, it's the same movie. I'm like, you're kind of right. You know, but it had like its own unique quality and character about it. But nowadays, it's even hard to find that shit anywhere, man. I don't know, I can't watch most movies anymore. They all just seem like, oh, I've seen this movie before. Not this movie, but the story or the pacing or how it plays out. Like even in The Creator, like, you can already tell like halfway through the movie. I'm like, oh, this dude gonna die for this. This dude, he gonna die. I already saw that coming. When it happened, I was like, fuck, I hate that I was able to call that shit. Like, your movie shouldn't be that fucking predictable. Halfway through, oh, damn, that's a spoiler. My bad. The main character dies. Too late. So, I'm waiting for the next season of Blue-Eyed Samurai. Yeah, like they ain't never gonna drop that shit. That shit came out over a year ago. Can we get some more Blue-Eyed Samurai? I think they said they're gonna try to do a live action Samurai Camp, though. I would give that a shot, even though most of the time they fuck that shit up. Kind of like they did Cowboy Bebop. I was pretty excited for the live action Cowboy Bebop too, and it's just like, shit. That motherfuckers can't never get shit right. I fucking hate when American studios try to do that shit, man. Just leave that shit alone, man. Everything most of the shit I've ever seen has been like a fucking disappointment. I haven't watched the live action One Piece, but that's because I haven't watched the animated One Piece. Uh-oh, I'm running out of paints. Might be about time to wrap it up anyway. So we're not adding no more paints this afternoon. Uh-oh. My phone chiming. Can I make it? Come on, paint. Just stretch out a little bit more for me. Okay, we're gonna do that. Oh, that's a lot lighter up there. Let's just wipe this brush off a little bit. And then I'm gonna do put a little bit of medium on it. Get my tip wet again. Well, that tip dry out kind of quick. You know what I'm saying? Keep that thing lubricated. You feel me? Lubrication is the destination. Lubrication is destination. Keep it slick. Keep it slick. Mm. Almost got it. Olak. What up, though? What up? What up? We about to wrap it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what this is. Testing me. All right, what I was gonna do with this? I don't even know. Where is this going? Oh, maybe. I need to tighten that up. I'm gonna add a little bit of red in there and deepen it up. Make it deep. Make it deep. Make it deep. Make it deep. do this around and down like that, right? It's gonna go a bit in like that. Gotta get up in here like this right here. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You saying a little something, looking like somebody. I need a different blender brush though, real quick, like looking like somebody.
Hey, I wrote these bars listening to MF Dooms. One beer. Shout out to one of the greatest who ever did it. Trap house, entertainment. Yeah. What does it take to be great? Hey, people keep screaming your name, correcting mistakes that you made. Hey, hustle is pumping in your veins. What does it take?
That's not the song I was trying to play. I wanted to play this song. Is it not gonna play? Come on, man. I guess not. It's definitely not playing. Hello? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Suno's been acting really weird, but also it did have a new update, so.
Positive self-talk is a must. Always find something to be grateful for. And always love yourself.
Trap house entertainment.
I'm a black rose. I'm a black rose. I'm a black rose with a black gold. Deeper than black holes. Blacker than fat afros. Blacker than cold. Black as the boys. Black as the boys. Blacker than the black codes. That's taken to the back doors. Blacker than them hot combs. That phase is some micro braids. You can lose your black card if you read it when you play spades. I'm blacker than some frozen Kool-Aid. While the kids play. Chilling in some shade. I got a black nose. And plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black Caesar. Know that I am that bold. Ebony and all these on my blackness. Let it be so hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black boy. I got a black nose. And plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black Caesar. Know that I am that bold. Ebony and all these on my blackness. Let it be so hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black man. I love being black. I love the way we get down. I love black teeth, black fitters, dickies, and wave caps. Yeah, I love when I hear other languages spitting raps. Cause you know that American black is a full stack. Watermelon, collard greens, black eyed peas, and chicken wings. Juneteenth block party, blacker than the limousine, blacker than vanilla beans, gathered from the Philippines, blacker than the blackest clips you ever seen. I got a black nose, and plus I got some black soul, black Jesus, black Caesar. Know that I am that bold. Ebony and Lurdy, so my blackness let it beat. So hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black boy, got a black nose, and plus I got some black soul, black Jesus, black Caesar. Know that I am that bold. Ebony and Lurdy, so my blackness let it beat. So hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black boy, black unicorn, my melon in my uniform, got my back to the wall, and the blackness of the storm. I'm so black I can't conform. Break away from the norm. When you're black, it do you harm, and don't think that it is wrong. Black traditions get passed on. Can't let them pass me. A black sheep, a black magic. Listening to black shit, like it's like a track me. Running on my black feet. I'm a black rose, so you gotta take it back. I got a black nose, plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black Caesar. Know that I am that bold. Ebony and onyx, so my blackness let it beat. So hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black rose in the moonlight. Watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. In the moonlight. Watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow.
Yeah, we have to run that back. black nose.
Positive self-talk
Plus
is
I
a
got some
must.
black soul.
Always find something to be.
And this song right here, there's only like 3 or 4 bars that doesn't have the word black in it. I say black in almost every line in this song, yeah.
Positive self-talk is a must. Always find something to be grateful for. And always
Love yourself.
love yourself.
Trap House Entertainment.
I'm a black rose. I'm a black rose. I'm a black rose made of black gold. Deeper than black holes. Blacker than fat afros. Blacker than cold. Black as the boys. Black as the boys. Blacker than the black codes. That's taken to the back doors. Blacker than them hot combs. That phase with some micro braids. You can lose your black card if you reading it when you play spades. I'm blacker than some frozen Kool-Aid. While the kids play. Chilling in some shade. I got a black nose. And plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black season. Know that I am that bold. Ebony and onyx on my blackness. Let it beat. So hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black bro. I got a black nose. And plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black season. Know that I am that bold. Ebony and onyx on my blackness. Let it beat. So hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black man. I love being black. I love the way we get back. I love black tees, black fitteds, dickies, and wave caps. Yeah, I love when I hear other languages spitting raps. Cause you know that American black is a full stack. Watermelon, collard greens, black eyed peas, and chicken wings. Juneteenth block party, blacker than the limousine. Blacker than vanilla beans gathered from the Philippines. Blacker than the blackest eclipse you ever seen. I got a black nose, and plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black season, know that I am that bold. Ebony and onyx on my blackness, let it beat. So hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black bro. I got a black nose, and plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black season, know that I am that bold. Ebony and onyx on my blackness, let it beat. So hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black bro. I'm a black unicorn, my melon in my uniform. Got my back to the wall, and the blackness such storm. I'm so black I can't conform. Break away from the norm. When you're black, it do you harm. And don't think that it is wrong. Black traditions get passed on. Can't let them pass me. A black sheep or black magic. Listen in the black street. Like it's like a track me. Running on my black feet. I'm a black rose. So you gotta take it back. I got a black nose. Plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black season. Know that I ain't that bold. Ebony and onyx on my blackness. Let it beat. So hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black rose. In the moonlight. Watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. In the moonlight. Watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. Positive self-talk is a must.
Shit on repeat.
Always find something to be grateful for. And always
Love yourself.
love yourself.
Trap House Entertainment.
I'm a black rose. I'm a black rose. I'm a black rose made of black gold. Deeper than black holes. Blacker than fat afros. Blacker than cold. Black as the boys. Black as the boys. Blacker than the black codes. That's taken to the back doors. Blacker than them hot combs. That phase with some micro braids. You can lose your black card if you reading it when you play spades. I'm blacker than some frozen Kool-Aid. While the kids play. Chilling in some shade. I got a black nose. And plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black season. Know that I am that bold. Ebony and onyx on my blackness. Let it beat. So hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black bro. I got a black nose. And plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black season. Know that I am that bold. Ebony and onyx on my blackness. Let it beat. So hard to believe your eyes. First time you see a black man. I love being black. I love the way we get back. I love black tees, black fitteds, dickies, and wave caps. Yeah, I love when I hear other languages spitting raps. Cause you know that American black is a full stack. Watermelon, collard greens, black eyed peas, and chicken wings. Juneteenth block party, blacker than the limousine. Blacker than vanilla beans gathered from the Philippines. Blacker than the blackest eclipse you ever seen. I got a black nose, and plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black season. running on my black feet. I'm a black rose, so you gotta take it back. I got a black nose, plus I got some black soul. Black Jesus, black season, know that I ain't that bold. Ebony and nutty, so I'm black, just let it be told. Hard to believe your eyes first time you see a black rose. In the moment, light, watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. In the moonlight, watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. Watch my petals blow. Moonlight, black rose. Trap House Entertainment. Trap House Entertainment. Oh, smoking name Chris, legally blind because of his cataracts. Living off a disability, but he still need his smack. Asking for a Democrat, so I'm reaching in my stash. He thought Benjamin was Hamilton, and I ain't give it back. I ain't say Jack, he promised back and bet the block. At the same time, my little homie pull up to the spot. He said some people looking for me, and them niggas really hot. They think you get it, found some lace weed and had them tweaking out. Say they about to come and see you now, and they got the blicky. What the fuck I look like? Trying to slip someone to Mickey, must be another product. Got that nigga feeling giddy. It's my business, I get busy keeping the hood in a frenzy. Reputation to protect. Why would I risk killing my clientele? Slimy like a snail, they get high as hell and crying as hell. But if they wanna get it on, I'm moving like a killer whale. I know the castle law, I got my burner and enough of bail. True stories, niggas talk shit and get off from two stories. You bony niggas keep laughing at you cause you corny. True stories, niggas do crazy shit when they too horny. Some niggas die so young, they only had a few stories. True stories, niggas talk shit and get off from two stories. You bony niggas keep laughing at you cause you corny. True stories, niggas do crazy shit when they too horny. Some niggas die so young, they only had a few stories. Little young nigga drug dealer, mom's a prostitute. Never knew his pops, 100 block, and he loved to shoot. New tattoo gave him some new ink in the back room. Cash rules, said he about to dip and make some jack moves. Days later on the album, count back, we getting high. Past the blocks, some niggas drove by, gave him the evil eye. Young boy started reaching for the hammer that was by his side. Who the fuck was that? He said, nobody, nigga, let it slide. Hop in the whip, 4 deep, headed to the store. We hit the corner, seen some shady motherfuckers walking slow. They pulled some guns, struck a pose, and let them blow. Got my shit and shot back, then the driver hit a pole. Apparently, this little nigga done killed one of their people. Now they head hunting this nigga, trying to get it. Boy, they ran away today, but they coming back to see you. A week later, they caught him slipping and left him see through. True stories, niggas talk shit and get tossed from 2 stories. You bony niggas keep laughing at you cause you corny. True stories, niggas do crazy shit when they too horny. Some niggas die so young, they only had a few stories. True stories, niggas talk shit and get tossed from 2 stories. You bony niggas keep laughing at you cause you corny. True stories, niggas do crazy shit when they too horny. Some niggas die so young, they only had a few stories.
Some niggas died so young, they only had a few stories. True stories. And that one nigga went to 19 when that shit happened. Damn, bro. What the hell could you have got accomplished in 19 years? Not a lot. True stories. True stories. I might have to write a true story. I might make that a series, yo. My storytelling series. Got a couple little crazy ass stories I could talk about. True stories.
Trap House Entertainment. Oh, smoking name Chris, legally blind because of his cataracts. Living off a disability, but he still need his smack. Asking for a Democrat, so I'm reaching in my stash. He thought Benjamin was Hamilton, and I ain't give it back. I ain't say Jack, he promised back and bet the block. At the same time, my little homie pull up to the spot. He said some people looking for me, and them niggas really hot. They think you gay, they found some lace weed and had them tweaking out. Say they about to come and see you now, and they got the blicky. What the fuck I look like? Trying to slip someone to Mickey, must be another product. Got that nigga feeling giddy. It's my business, I get busy keeping the hood in a frenzy. Reputation to protect. Why would I risk killing my clientele? fly me like a snail. They get high as hell, they cry and tell. But if they wanna get it on, I'm moving like a killer whale. I know the castle law, I got my burner and enough for bail. True stories, niggas talk shit and get tossed from two stories. You bore me, niggas keep laughing at you cause you corny. True stories, niggas do crazy shit when they too horny. Some niggas die so young, they only had a few stories. True stories, niggas talk shit and get tossed from two stories. You bore me, niggas keep laughing at you cause you corny. True stories, niggas do crazy shit when they too horny. Some niggas die so young, they only had a few stories. Little young nigga, drug dealer, mom's a prostitute. Never knew his pops, hugged the block, and he loved to shoot. New tattoo gave him some new ink in the back room. Cash rules, said he bout to dip and make some jack moves. Days later on the app, I'm counting out, we getting high. Past the block, some niggas drove by, gave him the evil eye. Young boy started reaching for the hammer that was by his side. Who the fuck was that? He said, nobody, nigga, let it slide. We hop in the whip, 4B, headed to the store. We hit the corner, seen some shady motherfuckers walking slow. They pulled some guns, struck a pose, and let them blow. Caught my shit and shot back. Then the driver hit the pole. Apparently, this little nigga done killed one of their people. Now they head hunting this nigga, trying to get it. Boy, they ran away today, but they coming back to see you. A week later, they caught him slipping and left him see through. True stories, niggas talk shit and get tossed from two stories. You know me, niggas keep laughing at you cause you corny. True stories, niggas do crazy shit when they too horny. Some niggas die so young, they only had a few stories. True stories, niggas talk shit and get tossed from two stories. You know me, niggas keep laughing at you cause you corny. True stories, niggas do crazy shit when they too horny. Some niggas die so young, they only had a few stories.
All right, guys. What time we at? Oh, we're right at 5 o'clock. That ain't a bad session for today. I think that's probably a pretty decent place to cut off right now. Getting a little bit hungry. Man, so tomorrow evening we're definitely gonna finish this face up. We'll definitely finish the face up tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and then by Thursday, we should definitely be working on the clothing. Did I use that brush? I did. Jeez. Okay. So Thursday, we can start working on clothes, and then we should definitely be able to finish this underpainting over the course of the weekend. If I can't get this underpainting done over the weekend, I need somebody to come beat my ass. Then nigga, this shit almost done. Ain't got no time for dilly dallying and lollygagging. Motherfucking want to dilly dally and lollygag. Ain't got time for that. You need to get your ass in the studio and knock this piece out real quick, bro. You know, so this weekend, let's say that's our goal for the weekend, at least. If we don't do anything else, we should at least have this underpainting finished. And it's their shirts are solid colors. Thank fucking God. He has a solid blue hoodie. He has a solid red sweater. Man, If I can't get that done over the weekend, like I say, somebody need to come in and beat my ass. Fuck you wasting these people time for? Oh, the hell your ass with? That's what's wrong with a lot of people now. They ain't never got beat the fuck up. You can look at a motherfucker and the way they talk and just know, like, you ain't never been punched in your face, have you? Ain't nobody never ever try to humble your ass, is it? You know? That's why I'm happy I have the professional job that I do have, because if I was in any other settings, you know, I might have to be that life lesson to teach a motherfucker to watch what the fuck you say. You know, I've had to learn that shit myself. Say some wild shit, motherfucker pop me dead in my shit, and I was like, maybe I should have chosen better words. Maybe I should have used a different set of language. You know, maybe I should have approached that from a different perspective. And this nigga wanting to punch me in my fucking mouth. Now we fighting. Now I gotta fight this motherfucker. God damn it. Watch yourself. See, I didn't got punched in the face before. That's how I know. For a fact, if I don't finish this painting this weekend, somebody need to come kick my ass, because obviously I ain't learned enough lessons. But honestly, too, I don't want to ass with me. I don't want to get punched in the face, so I'm definitely going to try my hardest. I don't want nobody calling 1-800 beat a nigga. Hello? Can you please go to this address and slap this dude up for me? Slap up anybody you want. $39.99. $40? God damn, I got two people I need you to go slap up then. That shit ain't but $40. I got a list. I got a list of people. And I'm completely excluded. They'll never know it was me. Oh, damn. All I need is anonymity. Anonymity. Let's go beat that nigga ass. And that shit looking good. Damn, boy, that boy be painting, boy. He said some straight street shit too, man. It's coming along. Why is that shit tilted so hard? What the fuck is going on with that? I gotta straighten that shit up. People at work know I'm from the streets. They can hear it in my voice. They can hear that shit in my voice. I give a damn. I'm a nerd, but I ain't no bitch, nigga. That's the main part y'all need to remember. I ain't no bitch though. I ain't gonna let you just talk to me and handle me in the old kind of fucking way. All right, guys, that's the end of it. We did a good almost 2 hours, but we made a lot of headway this afternoon. Like I say, I can knock that shit out tomorrow for sure. I hope y'all guys have a good evening. I'm about to try to grab something to eat and hop on the game and check out this new shit that P was talking about. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. We out here.